Yes. And if you want to have an ad-free broadcasting experience, you can also get gifted a sub. Welcome to the future, baby. Midday. First Wednesday of March here. Yeah. It's March. For me, it's the month of March. And let me tell you, folks. Mart kapıdan baktırır, kazma kürek yaktırır. Which is a Turkish saying for the month of March will make you look outside in the snow from your doorway, and it will make you burn your shovels and your pickaxes. What that means is March is unexpected with weather. That's what that means. It's unexpected with the weather. It will fuck you up. Mart kapıdan baktırır, kazma kürek yaktırır. Hold on, let me look at something real quick. Oh yeah, I hit my hours. That's crazy. This past month, I didn't think I was going to hit them, but I did hit my hours. Amen. Fucked makt böyle olmuyor Hasan Bey, tadımız kaçmasın. Kaçırırım oğlum tadınızı. Çeviremedin ha 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 ha. Ulan daha nasıl çevireyim amına koyayım? Mart kapıdan baktırır, kazma kürek yaktırır. Nasıl? Anlatmam lazım. Hem direkt söylüyorum hem de anlatıyorum üstüne. Ramadan soon. Yeah, I know. All right. We're back to the American Supreme Court. Hey, one second you're talking about something dumb. Next second you're throwing up a Turkish proverb from the 2nd century. Yeah. And then next second, we are back to motherfucking Supreme Court. The United States Supreme Court, ladies and gentlemen, they are questioning Biden's authority on student loan forgiveness because they're fucking pieces of shit.
The Supreme Court hearing arguments today on President Biden's plan to forgive nearly $500 billion in federal student loan debt. A group of Republican-led states are suing the Biden administration over the plan, saying it's expensive and unfair and an abuse of power. The Biden administration says those states don't even have the standing to sue in the first place. Joining me now, ABC News senior national policy correspondent Ann Flaherty, also Jay O'Brien, who covers the Hill for us. So, Ann, first off, let's just break down the case that's being heard today and talk about the implications here.
So lots at stake, Kira, today. We have more than 40 million borrowers are eligible for this student debt relief. $1.6 trillion is owed to the Education Department. That makes it a major bank. It's a big portfolio of loans. So what's at stake for these 40 million Americans? It's the ability to invest in a home. It's the ability to start a family and start your own retirement fund. A lot of students saying they can't afford to move into that middle class without help from the government. The only thing that the government has offered them so far is a lot of loan debt, Kira.
So then, Ann, it's such a big case, right, because it impacts so many people. So let's just talk about the number of those individuals that this would benefit from this, and then what's at stake for them.
So, well, certainly what a lot of Americans are talking about is their ability to move forward financially, especially in a tough economy. So when I've talked to students, one of the things that they say is that they feel that their loan debt is this albatross, essentially, hanging over their necks. They don't have the ability to put their money elsewhere or move forward. And this is particularly for families who, if you don't come from wealth. So if you don't come from wealth, the cost of college is astronomically higher than it's been in recent decades. So when we're looking at student loan borrowers that take 20 years to pay out their loan, that's the average. About $30,000 is owed for the average borrower, but we have about a quarter of borrowers that owe more than that. They owe $50,000 or more. So a lot at stake for these families who say they want to be able to move forward and invest in their future, and they can't.
So how much do people owe on average?
So it is about $30,000 in debt that the average borrower owes of these 40 million borrowers. And just to put that in perspective, Kira, this is about the same population as California, the size of California, owing all of this money to the U.S. government, the U.S. government being a major lender. It surpasses auto loans. It surpasses credit card loans. So the statistic that really has hit me is that black borrowers in particular, 20 years after they start school, they still owe 95% of their loan. That's because they've struggled to find high-paying jobs and because of the interest rates tacked onto this. Now, of course, the argument from Republicans
Have you heard about
is that this shouldn't be a supplement to families that only went to college. What about people who chose not to go to college?
Yeah, no, totally. What about them? Yeah. It's just like, we should never, ever think about just, you know, abolishing student loan debts, making it so that, like, you know, becoming more educated and a more productive member, you know, uplifting the United States labor force overall, making that a, you know, less costly process. Let's not think about that. Let's pin people who didn't go to college against people who did and can't pay. Because, like, you know, there's always going to be someone who's worse off. Always. So just shift the attention over to the guy who's fucking worse off, baby, and you win.
That's their argument against this.
Yeah, the interest rates are killer. Boy, you're taking me back to the 80s and how it took me a really long time to pay off those loans that I had. And Jay, you know, you were at the Supreme Court as well this morning. Tell me what people were telling you, especially those former students that are carrying this kind of debt.
Yeah, former students and current students were even there, Kira. I spoke with a freshman in college. A lot stayed the night to be at the Supreme Court early this morning. Some woke up very early this morning as well, traveling to the court.
This R-word thinks he has his phone in his jail. Bro, losing it in that cell. All the faces that make documentary hit pieces on myself and Andrew Tate. This is such a funny fucking collection of people because, like, there's some handsome lads in here. Like, I don't get it. I love that Charlie is, like, catching that stray, too. L hair arc. Who linked this? Look up. That's a funny emote. Anyway, I just don't understand it. Sneeko calling people soy while getting cooked by his girlfriend. Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. That's my brother-in-law. His exact argument was, I didn't get the opportunity, so they shouldn't get their loans forgiven. I said, cool, so tens of millions of Americans shouldn't get help because you're petty. Yeah. Bro, Americans are so funny. They're vice signaling. Again, it's just like, they're literally saying, I'm petty, and that should be policy. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. Shut up. No one is out there being like, oh, wow, I can't believe they found a cure for cancer. Well, guess what? I died. That's such a dumb. My mom died of cancer, so you guys shouldn't get the cancer cure either. I died of cancer. No one should have cancer medication.
There to make their voices heard about what they say is pivotal student debt relief that is helping them, as Ann said, plan out their financial future. I spoke with a few of them. Here's a little of what they told me.
It would take a lot of stress off my family. It'd take a lot of stress off of myself, really, and it really takes away the anxiety and stress of just having to think about it on a day-to-day basis.
Saving money, focusing on my health is one thing that I want to focus on. When you're in a debt like that, 53 grand, my mom has more than that, you can't focus on anything but that.
But the other people we spoke to there are lawmakers, are members of Congress, and we asked, if this gets overturned, what does Congress do from here? We talked to Ayanna Pressley, Democrat of Massachusetts. She said she wants the Biden administration to take some kind of other executive action if the Supreme Court were to overturn this. She didn't specify what that would be, and also, of course, she said that she's optimistic the court won't overturn this. We also spoke with Republicans who said, look, they believe, as Ann laid out, that this is an illegal executive action on behalf of the president. And they told us that these borrowers, they believe, made this.
Bro, it's fucking insane. It's actually crazy that, like, they're blocking this, claiming it's illegal when it's not, but they're blocking this at the behest of, like, they try blocking it at the behest of, like, the Arkansas banks and shit. Like, God, I hate how fucking annoying and awful and evil, like comically evil, the Republican Party is. But I also despise the incompetence of the Democratic Party, who doesn't just like take this and turn around and go, hey, look at this shit, man. Look at how fucking unacceptable this shit is. Look at how awful this is. Look at what the Republicans are doing. Like, they should be just screaming this from the mountaintops. Like, Republicans make major, like, pivotal political moments out of innocuous shit that the Democrats do that they truly grossly extend to unimaginable lengths, where they will turn around and be like, oh, this Democrat came to Ohio, but he yawned while he was in Ohio, which, by the way, is a real thing. I'm not even kidding. That's a real thing that Tucker Carlson actually fucking covered. You know what I mean? A real thing that Tucker Carlson unironically covered. He was like, oh, yeah, he's yawning on the plane. It's like, bro, what do you mean? Like, what? Yeah, I mean, Pete Buttigieg sucks. But, like, who gives a fuck that he was yawning? Anyway, what do you think of this emote? Fridge? Love it.
Agreement and therefore need to pay it back. And that's notable because, look, if there were not anything future out of the Obama administration for student debt relief, if this were to get overturned by the courts, there would have to be some kind of law through Congress in theory, and Republicans control the House and Republicans strongly against this, Kira.
And Jay, you know, this was one of President Biden's campaign promises, right? So what are lawmakers on Capitol Hill telling you, especially those who represent some of these states that are behind the lawsuits?
Well, we're hearing from Republicans writ large who say that, again, as I mentioned, that they don't want there to be any kind of further executive action from the president if this were to get overturned, and they are not going to support a law here in Congress.
It's so dumb. He has